Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're doing our visual novels that I read or played in the year of 2024 or December 2023 to December 2024. And oh my, I just gotta apologize for the amount of ads on this website. But to start, we have Loop Wars, which is a time loop visual novel made by Visual Arts and Key, and along with, oh, I don't remember the name, but When They Cry, someone on there as well. But this was a really good, in my opinion. I love time loops, as I said in my Until Then video, but this romance and just everything was fantastic. It instantly hooked me. I know it's not one of the most popular visual novels, but for me, it did wonders for me. It was right up my alley. And then we have Artie, My Dear Moments. I'm not sure if I pronounced the name right, but this is a strong B for me. Took me a while to really sink my teeth into it. It couldn't grip me at the beginning, and then I wasn't totally thrilled with the ending, but that middle chunk was really good. And overall, everything was fine. And really loved the Artie, the name, the character, and wonderful Gore character, and just a solid story, but a few too many weak points in my opinion. And next we have a White Album, Memories Like Fallen Snow, and we'll put it top of A. I'm not much of a dating sim guy, but some of these routes were really good. The Yuki and the Arena routes, two of the two cover characters, fantastic route, which a lot of drama in there as well as the producer route, and some of the other routes are solved as well. And this game really excited me. I would love to play White Album 2. And then we have Witch on the Holy Night. This is going right up there in S tier. I mean, I think I played 4 hours of this game before I ever closed it. I mean, it just gripped me right away. I never played a Type Moon game until this game, but boy, did not disappoint at all. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, true visual novel of all time, and just absolutely blew me away and made me interested in everything Type Moon. So you'll see Fate Stay Night here, Tsukuhime, and also the reason I played what Multi Blood, all because of how much I enjoyed Witch on the Holy Night. Next we have Love Love. We'll put it in B. This is Love Love and Extra and Unlimited because they were in the same Steam game. Uh, Extra, I like a bit more than Unlimited. I am more of just like that slice of life fan. So I would say Unlimited would be like top of C, while uh, Extra is in B, but overall I would still give them both a combined B. But I played a lot of Love Love for a series I had never heard of until 2024. I really sunk a lot of hours into it because both of those games combined took me combined 26 hours. And then we got this hunk of Love Love Alternative, which took me 49 hours to beat. There's probably about 25 hours of this game that's here. But it's not a 25-hour game. So I will put it here because the rest of the game is probably a C, but we have that boost. A lot of the time with Kazumi, I'm not sure if I said it right. The Bunny Gore was fantastic in my opinion, and then without going into too much spoilers, it had a lot of good moments, but a lot of lore dump and just too much information on the aliens, and a lot of just stretches, long period of time of me not caring about what I was reading. So that might not be an everyone problem, but it was definitely a me problem. And next we have Ginka. And this is going up there in A tier as well for me. Maybe my favorite female love interest on this list. Maybe second. I'll looking at what I have left. We'll get to that in a minute. But Ginka is a fantastic story. It has that little bit of a spooky atmosphere. I think it does a better job at that suspense than Lupus does, because that's kind of Lupus' downside. And Ginka, I still think would be better without it. At least it'd be more my type of game. But I think the supernatural works a bit better in this game. And yeah, Ginka, like I said, one of my favorite female characters on this list, and just a fantastic game. And in June, they added a content update for like a little bit of an extra story, a little conclusion act, some post content, and I was a big fan of that as well. And then we have Lucy, the eternity she wished for. We're gonna put that in C tier. It's okay. I had moments of when I thought it was a really decent game. So at its peak, it was in this range, but it doesn't stay at the peak at the whole time, and it just failed to grip me in the same way as these other games have. And some games have to fall in C tier. That's just the way of the bell curve. But it won't be. It's far from my least favorite. Cause that honor goes to Lamu Nation. In this game, it's a funny game, a funny visual novel with a lot of pop cultural references. Not all of them land, and it's a weird game. It's cute. I can't say too much positive about it, but also not too much negative. But it just, once again, like some of the other games, it didn't grip me. And one of the games I would least want someone to walk in on me playing on this list, but nothing too out there. And then we have Arcona uh, for what whole Blue Skies. I don't actually remember the full name, but let's look at. Ooh, is it better than RT? For right now, we'll put it there. I only did one route of Asuka, the red hair girl. I really should have done a better job remembering the name of the characters, but that's what I get for trying to do this without a script. But combining sports into visual novels is something I like to see, and like they created their own sport to do it. And I really thought it was creative. I thought, what, 38, 40 hours ish for me to do that one route. A bit long, especially because it's not even the true end. You have to be off 4 routes to get the true end, and that was just something I didn't want to really do. Maybe eventually, but I did really enjoy her route. I think she's the best heroine in the game, which is why I picked her. And the whole sky racing competition thing was another neat twist to it as well. Creating their own sport for a visual novel that takes some guts. And now I called Ginka my second favorite, and that's because we have Arknuid. I hope I pronounced the name right. Another Type Moon game in Tuskahime. Fantastic game. I had a PS5, played this on it. So that just. I also played Bloodborne, but the fourth game I did play was a visual novel. So, but a fantastic story. Horror Out was my favorite compared to Seals. You know, you play as a vampire slayer, or what turns into a vampire slayer due to the circumstances of the game, And like Type Moon did with Witch on the Holy Night, which is a prequel to Tsukihime, absolute banger, and I'm excited to play the other side of the Red Garden whenever that comes out to the West, because it still hasn't even came out in Japan yet. Now we have Planetarian, which Reverie of the something. So it took me like 3 hours to beat. Yeah, great 3 hours though. Super, super short, but make the most out of it. Really touching story, emotional read, and since it's short, you can do it in just a couple of days or one day. But one of my favorite visual novels for sure. And then we have Planetarian Snow Globe, which is a prequel to Planetarian, but it's going to go in C tier for me. It took me just an hour and a half to do it, so there's not much content in there. So it doesn't give you a whole lot of time to really get engaged in it. And it just fell flat in that way, because by the time I started getting into it, I had beaten it. It's just like one chapter, and it was cute, and I enjoyed playing it. It was worth the $4.99 or whatever I paid for it on my Switch, but doesn't quite do enough in the short times. It was already fighting an uphill battle, but I'm glad I played it, and it's definitely a big step up from Lucy, even though Lucy wasn't an awful game. But then we have Stellar of the End, which we'll put in the top of C. Once again, Lucy's not really a D, but compared to the other two games, it is. Stellar of the End took me a long time to really get engaged in it, and it's not that long, so that's where it struggles. Something like Steins Gate, which took me 5 hours to really start enjoying it, can get away with it because it's a 40-hour game. Something like Start of the End and, Planetarian Snow Globe can't do that because they're practically done with the game in 5 hours. So even if it's slow for 1 hour, that's the equivalent of 20% of the game or, something. So starting out slow can really hurt you when they're a shorter game. I know people love it, and it's made by, the same people that made Loopers and Planetarian, I believe. But for me, it is the weakest of the three, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. And then we have Fate Stay Night, which will throw in here on B. I've only done one route, the normal Saber route. I really want to do the Ren route, but you had to beat the Saber route to do it. And my goodness, 50 hours for a route I didn't want to do. Once again, has the same issues that Muv-Luv Alternative has, and it's just too long. I know Steins Gate took me a long time to beat, but the last 20 hours was so good that it was a good thing. And this one is kind of turned into a drag. It's still a fun drag, but a drag's a drag. But I will be doing the Ren route, so you might see this again next year on my 2025 visual novel list. And then we have Muv-Luv Photon Melodies. This is just the Altered Fable story in here. And we're gonna put it ahead of Muv-Luv, even though I think Muv-Luv Extra for me is better. But since this is both Muv-Luvs, I think Photon Melodies, the Altered Fable, is my favorite compared to that as a whole. It is, the continuation of Muv-Luv Alternative, but much more of and it just feels like Muv-Luv Extra with a little bit of, you know, sprinkles of alternative with the whole secret agent, secret mission thing going on. Truthfully, I haven't beaten it yet. I'm like 10 hours into it, but I just got, I did the volleyball, and I really enjoy it so far. It's what I want from Love. I didn't buy and start the Love series for all of the action that of Alternative had. I just wanted that slice of life. So, I mean, I think you can kind of see that in my reflection of my games of what I like. So, this is obviously subjective, but we'll see what games I play in visual novels I read in 2025, and if I pick any up this month, like Seed Soul Lullabies and Non-Existent something. So the two games I plan on reading this month, but one comes out in a few hours. It will be out by the time this comes out, and the other came out like this week. So haven't had time, but let me know if you agree or disagree with anything on my list. But if you watched this far, thanks for watching.